Am I the only one who got increasingly annoyed by this woman? Two sisters go diving, and one of them ends up getting trapped between two rocks 28 meters below, and the other has to race against time to save them. This was a really good movie. Starts out kinda slow, but quickly gets to the point, and never slows down. I liked how this was able to be an entertaining thriller based on realism, and didn't have monster like sea creatures or anything supernatural. In my opinion, shark movies are overdone nowadays. I was on the edge of my seat and also frustrated at what I was watching. I was in disbelief at how one person could be such a screw up. I get that when you're in the heat of the moment, you can be scatterbrained or panicked, but this was ridiculous. I didn't really care for the hallucination scenes. I was much more invested in what the woman on land was doing. I didn't really like any of the underwater scenes until maybe the last 25 minutes. I'm gonna get into spoilers. The antagonists of this film aren't the sharks, or the water, or the lack of oxygen, or the fact that they're in the middle of nowhere. But this woman right here, the one that's supposed to save the day, is the very one that's gonna get both of them killed. This has got to be the biggest klutz I've come across in a movie in a while. This woman ain't got the sense that God gave her. Dropped two oxygen tanks at two different times. She didn't even pack any water or food in the trunk of her car. How do you not have chips or water or soda or an emergency pack? Good lord. The water thing is really getting to me because after doing strenuous activities underwater and then heading back to your car, aren't you going to be thirsty? Like, aren't you going to want to guzzle down some water? And getting back to this klutz right here, golly gee, I dropped the tank and now I have to swim after it. Golly gee, I dropped the other tank and now the knob won't work correctly. And now you only have 5 minutes of air left. LOL. Like, really? The Wayne brothers really need to come back and do another scary movie and parody this. I almost wanted to reach inside the movie and tell this character to let me take over because she clearly didn't know what she was doing. You know, this was tragic. And I give this a 6 out of 10. And I do recommend.